The following program was recorded at Aberdeen Group's annual Supply Chain Management Summit in Chicago. I'm pleased to welcome Managing Editor of Supply Chain Brain, Bob Bowman.
I'm joined today by Stephanie Williams, Supply Chain Manager of Nestlé DSD. And we're going to talk about that company's implementation of a new transportation management system. Stephanie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Nestlé DSD to start with.
Well, at Nestlé DSD, we're the distribution arm for Dreyer's 80s Grand Ice Cream, as well as Nestlé Pizza. And we distribute ice cream and our frozen pizza from 7 manufacturing plants, 14 DCs, co-manufacturers, and over 200 cross-stock and other inventory locations.
So it's a massive network
It is,
nationwide.
nationwide.
What does the carrier picture look like?
Well, it's all over the road, truckload business, shipping from -10 to -20 degrees.
Mm-hmm. And all sizes are different? Do you use truckload, LTL?
It's mostly
small?
truckload business because of the temperature requirements.
So it came to the point where you wanted to acquire a new TMS system. Why did you do that? What was the challenge or the pain point that you were trying to address?
So we've been with a TMS system for several years, and we needed to elevate that system to meet our business. As our business began to grow, it became more complex, and we needed a system to meet those complexities. And we're also looking to increase the capabilities of our people with more sophisticated tools.
What do you mean by elevate? Tell me a little bit more about what additional functionality you needed or what was happening in the network that really made you need to take a look at a new solution.
We were looking for more robust technology, things to handle just the day-to-day tasks and reduce time along the way.
So you went through a selection process, obviously, in finding this. You ended up with Lean Logistics, correct?
Correct.
Talk a little bit about what was behind that choice of vendor.
Well, with Lean, we found that robust technology in things like order planning, appointment scheduling, dock scheduling, carrier payment, and performance reporting. And performance reporting specifically was really critical to us because we needed visibility to data that we'd either had manually in the past or we didn't have access to at all. And we have pretty aggressive productivity targets that we need to meet each year, so we need that visibility to manage the data all the way from beginning to end.
So you didn't feel that you were doing, to your satisfaction, a good enough job of monitoring the performance of your carriers?
Right, as well as just, again, giving our people the right kind of tools so they could streamline their task.
Did you have a sense, any kind of a sense of benchmarking yourself against others, like in a particular lane or route, as to what a good benchmark rate would be that would give you some guidance? Did you have that before, or did you get it after?
We had it before. We knew we were competitive within the industry, but we really wanted to make sure we had some automation to help make that execution easier for us.
Do you utilize carrier report cards, or how exactly do you monitor the performance of your carriers?
Well, right now we have a lot of different KPIs where we benchmark against our own prior year rates as well as industry standard. And actually, with the help of Lean, we're implementing carrier scorecards to a more performance targeted level that the carriers need to meet.
You had some kind of report card before, but this is the additional KPIs, or what's
This
different now?
This will be a new rollout of the scorecard, so we can really drive action and results with our carriers.
Is this just now happening, or have
Yeah,
you,
we're actually just beginning to roll it out.
so it's a little hard to know what difference it will make? Have you had cooperation from your carriers on this, or are you asking more of them than you did before because of this new solution?
I think we're giving them better visibility of the data and the tools as well. A lot of our carriers have been with us since our prior TMS, but I think we're making their lives easier and giving them better visibility to the business as well.
That's the word, isn't it? Visibility. That must be key to you. Can you talk a little bit more about how you've achieved additional visibility, or what did you not have visibility of before that you can now see?
Things like accessorial management and just managing those costs for us and the carriers. It's all documented online now. Dock scheduling and automating that process is also increased the visibility. I think it makes us a more attractive shipper to do business with when a carrier can do online appointment scheduling and see our docs and see how they want to manage that day-to-day business.
So visibility beforehand, as well as we said before, carrier performance management as well.
Right.
You must also have better visibility to your own staff and their ability to, you must want to enforce a certain amount of discipline in spending with the carriers that you've chosen. Was that ever a problem before, or
well, again, that was more on the manual side. Mm-hmm. So through Lean, we've been able to automate our routing guides, and that really helps us execute our RFP strategy. We almost did that flawlessly in 2010, and we're looking to do it again this year.
Now, you're utilizing, as I understand it, a solution that is software as a service. It's a hosted solution, and I think you even had that sort of thing before. Were there ever any issues in your company with regard to questions about whether a hosted solution was the right way to go with regard to protection of confidential information, with regard to perhaps preferring to have the solution within your firewall? Obviously not a concern for you now, but was it ever, and did you have to kind of convince yourself that a software as a service type approach was the way to go?
I think we were used to that approach from the beginning, and we were really looking for the speed of implementation. So for us, it was a benefit from the get-go, and we were confident that our data would be protected and we would have the right security firewalls in place.
Any issues in terms of integrating this TMS with other aspects of your IT infrastructure, whether it's a WMS or an order fulfillment system or anything else, or ERP for that matter?
No, we've had a lot of integration work in our implementation, and that continues again with the growth of our business. Some of it is integrated, some of it is a more manual side, but that is part of the challenge of going with any new system.
So if you were to sum up the benefits of this new TMS that you're still in the process of implementing, it sounds like, what would they be?
I'd say we've reduced time spent in load planning. That was a little bit of a mundane task before, and now it's with the ease of a couple of clicks. Our load planners are able to consolidate and build truckloads pretty quickly. Again, accessorial rate management has been a time savings for us as well. Automating our dock schedule, carrier payment has also been a time savings for us as well as a cost savings. And then again, I go back to the performance reporting.
What more would you like to see out of a TMS package in the future, or any types of other functionality related to this? Is there a next step forward that you'd like to take?
I think just really utilizing every piece of the software that we can and making sure we're getting the full benefit so that our people are able to focus on performance improvements rather than on daily tactical tasks.
Is this a scalable solution to the extent, I mean, you're a big company, but I'm sure you hope to get even bigger. Do you feel like what you have in place now is going to see you into the future?
I think for now it is. I think Lean is a good partner to work with, and they are pretty open to enhancements and input from their customers. So they're very receptive of, can we improve this? How do we enhance that technology? And as long as they keep upgrading, we'll keep growing, and I think it'll be a good partnership.
Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing this snapshot of your company's operations and your TMS efforts. We appreciate having you here.
Thank you.
I've been talking with Stephanie Williams of Nestle DSD about that company's new transportation management system. Thank you very much for watching.